The Chinese flagship devices are getting more economical, but are they worth it? Let's find out. Hello, this is Jay from OGS, and today we're going to be testing the Axgio Neon N2Q, which I got from Amazon.com for $116. Now, even though the price went up a little bit to $129, I still believe, in my personal opinion, that this device is worth it, especially for those who are looking for a budget phone. Now, this phone is carrying the MTK6592. It is an octa-core processor. It has 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal storage. Also supports OTG, which is USB on the go. It is a dual SIM, dual standby device. On the top here, we can see we have the ear speaker, the proximity and light sensor. We also have the 2 megapixel front-facing camera, which has been interpolated to be 5 megapixels, but it's going to be fake. On the bottom, we have the menu key, the home key, and also the back key. And if you look here on the side, we have the volume rockers up and down together with the power button, and this is going to be an aluminum frame here on the side. On the bottom, we're just going to have the microphone, and it is made of plastic. On the right side, it is also made of aluminum. On the top, you have the charging/data port together with the 3.5mm headphone jack, and it is made of plastic. On the back, we have the 8 megapixel camera with the secondary microphone and the LED flash. On the bottom, we can see here the Axgio logo. It has the loudspeaker, and we're going to be greeted here with the 2100 milliamp battery. This is going to be a dual SIM, dual standby device. Also supports TF cards, and I gotta say that the overall construction of this is made of plastic. It feels cheap, and it is also very light, except here for the metal frames. It makes it feel a little bit more premium, but other than that, this device is going to feel cheap. And that's because maybe if you're paying $129 for this phone, again, it is not going to be a very solid device when it comes to the build quality. And now when it comes to the operating system, this device is going to support great features, and one of them is going to be the air gesture. We also have one called gesture wake, which basically you can just make a little gesture on the screen and it's going to take you to the application that you have set it up to. For example, the letter C is going to take me directly into my contacts, as we can notice right there. If you lock it one more time, and let's say we type here the letter M, it's going to take me directly into the messages, and as you guys can see, it is working perfectly well. And to set them up, all we do is we go here to settings, we go to gesture wake, and we're going to notice here that we can set them up according to the motion that we want to use. For example, the letter C, I have it so that it opens my contacts. Letter E is for the browser, and we have about 7 of them that we can set up. Right now I have about 3 of them, and as you guys saw from before, it is working perfectly well. Also, this device is running the Android KitKat 4.4.2, and we're going to show you that right here on About Device. We can see that if you tap on it several times, it is the original Android KitKat. It's not going to be fake, and as a matter of fact, I have downloaded this application, which is Google Camera, and that application can only be installed on Android KitKat devices. It doesn't support anything before that. We can see I have downloaded here some applications and games like always, and we also got here Untitled Test benchmark. I did get a nice score. I believe it was about 26,000, and I'm going to show you guys all the details that I got so that you can see how well this device is performing. Here we can see that yes, it was 26,426. If you go here to details, we can see all the scoring that it got. It was quite tremendous. And here from devices information, we can see that the brand is Axgio. The model's Neon N2Q with the Android 4.4.2. It has the MTK6592M, which is clocked at 1.4 gigahertz. This is going to be the resolution of the screen. Now, I've been using this device pretty much for the entire day. As you guys can see, I'm still running at about 15% of battery charge. But now I have done the GPS test, the Bluetooth test, the Wi-Fi test, browser test. Every kind of test that you guys can imagine, I have already done it on this device so that I can bring this review for you. And here we can see that yes, once again, the Android version is the Android 4.4.2, and the SDK is going to be the Android 4.4. Making us believe that yes, this is in fact the Android KitKat, and here we have some of the sensors supported. But for that, I'm going to give you more details with this application. It is called Android Sensor Box, which I have downloaded somewhere around here. And here it is. Let's go back once, and we can see all the sensors supported. The only ones not supported is going to be the temperature sensor, the gyroscope, and the pressure sensor. Also, the great thing about this phone is that it does come with the Play Store and many other Google applications except for the YouTube app, and for that, I just went ahead and downloaded directly from the Play Store. This time I did not root the device so that you guys can see that the GPS is working perfectly well out of the box without any customizations. So that's one of the first tests we're going to do. Let's go ahead and check the GPS and let me know what you think. And here we have the GPS test of the Axgio Neon N2Q, and as you guys can tell, it is working perfectly well. The great thing about it is that it doesn't need any type of customizations or hacking to get it working. It comes like this right out of the box. It locks a signal very fast within seconds. And now we're going to test it from inside of the house. Okay, and there we have it for the GPS test. And the thing we're going to do here is go ahead and open the actual application for the GPS. We're going to see how fast this is locking a signal. It takes within seconds, and that's one of the strongest features about this device is going to be the GPS. It does come like this out of the box, so you don't have to do any type of customizations to it. As we can see right now, it is about to lock a signal, and I did not cut the video so that you guys can see the actual time that it does it. It took about, I would say, 10 seconds at the most to lock a signal. As you guys can see, it is getting a great signal reception. And another great feature about this phone is going to be the camera. In my personal opinion, I believe that the camera is quite good. So let's go ahead and check it out and let me know what you guys think. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is ModGNJ, and here we had the 8 megapixel camera test of the Axgio Neon N2Q. And we can see that the quality, the colors, the focus, everything appears to be very nice on this device. Sometimes it does get a little bit out of focus when moving the phone around, as we can see there. But when you stop, it does grab a good focus. Also, let's test it here on the leaf of the tree. We can see that right now it's grabbing the focus. If we turn it down, it focuses on the object that you are pointing at. It does delay a few seconds, but for the most part, it is working well. Now let's test the front-facing camera. Alright, and here we have the front-facing camera of the Axgio Neon N2Q, and we can see that yes, this is going to be a 2 megapixel camera, but the colors are very bright. It is great for selfies, Skype, or any other social media that you want to use it for. Okay, and there we have it for the camera. Now this front-facing camera has been interpolated to be 5 megapixels, but the website was honest enough to say that this is not a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. It's going to be a 2 megapixel camera. But the overall quality, as you guys can notice right here, it is quite good. I mean, it's not going to give you that perfect picture, but at least it's viewable. And as we can see, the colors are very nice and realistic as well. Another great thing about this phone is going to be the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth appears to be working very well. And here we're going to go ahead and test it briefly so that you guys can check it out. Let's go to settings. Let's go to Bluetooth. Let's turn it on. And we're going to see how fast this is going to connect to it. And there we can start to see the Bluetooth, and it did read it. So let's go ahead and pair to it. And there we go. I would say it took about another 5 to 10 seconds to connect. So let's go back once. Let's go to audio profiles. And let's check the sound. The response time, it is very good as well. And now that we have power off the speaker, let's test the speaker on the phone itself. The speaker is alright. It's not going to give you the best sound, but at least we can hear it. And another thing that I saw about this phone is that the ear speaker on the top, when you're making phone calls, the call quality is very poor. It's not going to give you that quality that you guys are looking for. Trust me, this is one of the worst devices that I've seen when it comes to the speaker. So this is great for making phone calls, let's say in a quiet place or maybe inside of house. If you're outside with the traffic, you are going to have a hard time listening to people, as I did. And I think that's going to be one of the downsides of this phone. And as you guys can notice, like I said before, I have used this device the entire day and I still have some charge. It's about to run out. But I'm going to show you here on settings how long I've used this device for, and it's been about, let's see here, almost 11 hours throughout the whole day. And this is the usage that I've done on the phone. And the battery is holding very well, and a lot of that has to do because this is only 960 by 540 display, and it is going to save a lot of power. So with that being said, the next thing we're going to do here is test some applications and open some games so that you guys can see the overall performance. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Guys, and that's going to conclude the testing of this device, and as you saw, it is performing quite well in my personal opinion. It is running the MTK6592. Now there's issues, especially with the display resolution being 960 by 540. When playing videos on YouTube, you saw that the max I can go to is about 360p, which could be some sort of an inconvenience for some people. Also, we're going to test here the browser. In the browser right now, we can see that we are on 3G. Let's go ahead and open here, or actually leave YouTube open. So that you guys can see and confirm the actual testing of it. There we can see that, well, it is working. I mean, it's not going to give you LTE speeds, but at least it's going to do its job for the most part. Let's go ahead and open also DHgate. These are websites that I like to open because they do require a lot of power, or at least somewhat good power for them to open fluently. And there we can see, guys, that yes, it is working. Again, it's not going to be LTE, but at least it's going to do its job. And also on Wi-Fi, it is performing very well. We go to our toggles, we tap on Wi-Fi. We're going to see that in just a moment, we're going to be connected, and the Wi-Fi reception on this phone is also very good. Let's go ahead and open here tinydeal.com. It took me to Google, but we can just tap on here. And there we can see that the Wi-Fi strength, it is not disappointing whatsoever. Alrighty, YouTube, and that's going to conclude the testing of this phone. And I also forgot to mention that it does come with some cases. We have a screen protector and another case inside of the box. So I think that for $129, you really can't ask for more. This device is performing very well. And also for the camera, I have provided some picture samples down below so that you guys can check them out. The only downside of this phone is going to be the 960 by 540 QHD display. Sometimes when playing videos, it could be an inconvenience. Also on the bottom, you don't have the menu key, the home key, and the back key. They do not light up. And we don't have a notification LED. Other than that, I think this is a well-performing phone, and I think that a lot of people are going to be happy with it, especially if you're looking for a budget phone. And with that being said, I think I covered everything about this device, but if you guys do have any questions, please don't forget to comment down below. Please like the video, subscribe for more. I'm going to be bringing a lot of new unboxings and giveaways very soon, so please stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.